Hi guys. We are on day 8 of my journey. Um, I kind of want to go over a little bit of my day today, but I first want to start with my day yesterday. I did my video before I ate dinner, so it was mostly a good day at that point. However, the evening kind of took a turn for not worse, but it wasn't a very good evening for me. Um, so let me start at the beginning uh, of my day. So on Saturday morning, um, I had weighed in at 308.8. On Sunday, I weighed in again, and it was again 308.8. After a week of losing nearly a pound every day, it kind of hit me just a little bit. I didn't think that it affected me as much as it actually did. Um, but just knowing one Sunday morning when I woke up that I hadn't actually lost any weight was a bit discouraging. And so thoughts started going through my head. What did I do wrong? What do I need to change? What? Why did it happen? Just all of these thoughts were like negative. They weren't positive. Like I didn't immediately say it's okay, which I should have. It's okay. It's just one day. The next day will be better. Or sometimes these things happen and it's okay. We're still going to continue to work towards our goal. I didn't have that mindset. So that was kind of like that first negative thought of the day, which was very first thing in the morning, which is never a good thing. So later on in the day, I had a bigger breakfast. So I had chosen, this was my decision, and I get that it wasn't, because I didn't have an opportunity. I had chosen to skip my lunch. And what I did is I had a snack in between my breakfast and my dinner, which entailed potato chips because, again, I'm not restricting myself from these things so that way I don't feel more discouraged. Um, but the bag of potato chips had about 2.5 handfuls of potato chips left, and I'm not talking like just a little handful. I'm talking like a big handful of potato chips. So I was hungry and I knew I was going to eat any lunch, so I literally just finished off the bag. And I think that was my second bad thought of the day. And then after that point, I thought, I've already messed up. I shouldn't eat that many chips. So it was another negative thought in my head for what would be the rest of my evening of bad choices, I guess is the best way I can put it. Um, I understand that every once in a while you're going to get, an urge to eat something or more of something that you really shouldn't have. And that's okay once in a while. But for me, it had just a really negative impact. So later on the evening, I had planned to eat dinner before 6 o'clock. However, something came up that I needed to go help a friend with, and I was happy to do so. Um, but in my head, I hadn't mentally prepared for that. So I was pretty hungry, and I had anticipated sitting down to eat, and it didn't happen. So later on, which was, after 7 o'clock, 7:30, I can't remember, to be honest with you. It was somewhere around in that time. Um, so then whenever I did eat, I ate it really fast, and it wasn't a wise decision. I know that I should have eaten it slower so that way my body had more time to process it, as being that I was actually eating. So once I finished my plate, I looked, and my first thought was, I'm still hungry, which I knew I wasn't, but me, for my food addiction, I thought that I was still hungry. So I went in there and I got some more to eat. And then after I finished that, which I'll go ahead and tell you what it was. It was, at first I had a hot dog, on bread with ketchup and cheese, along with having tater tots and peas. So I went back and I got a hot dog. I guess subconsciously I made a decision in my head that it would be better off without the bread. So I literally just grabbed the hot dog and started eating it. Once I finished that, a couple of minutes later I was sitting there and this negative thought just kind of went through my head. And it was like, now looking back at it, I understand what I could have done to prevent it. But still, that negative thought was, it's late. My weigh-in is already going to be awful in the morning. I already know it. I've already eaten all this food. It's not going to hurt me to eat more. So I went into the pantry and got rice chips out and ate a handful of those as well. That was a lot of food. After I got done eating, I was really upset with myself and really beat myself up. And I know that rice chips are healthier for you than regular potato chips, but I still didn't need it. So I beat myself up the entire night. And then when I got up this morning and saw the scale, that I had almost gained back an entire pound just because of poor choices, I started to beat myself up even more. So, I really had to, when I posted it to my Instagram, by the way, which if you're watching, it's 101 year Heather, is my Instagram. So when I had posted the picture to my Instagram of my weigh-in this morning, I put it on there. I said, tomorrow will be a better day, or tomorrow will be better, or something of that sort. So I put that on there, but I didn't have that mindset at first. So as I was driving down the road, this whole thought thing was going through my head of, why did you even do that? And so I started thinking back and remembering these little tiny thoughts that kept going through my head that were negative. And I was thinking to myself, that's why I ended up giving in, is because I didn't have any positive responses to the bad choices that I'd made. So I really have to work on that a lot more. So today, about it was later in the afternoon, and a little bit before then, that I started looking at just like success stories of these women who have lost lots of weight and how much better they feel, and just about their journey, and just being able to read about that and knowing that they struggled as well really helped to boost my mood. So I did a lot better this afternoon. I felt a lot better. When I got home, I was feeling a little lethargic and didn't feel like really getting up and working out. But I kept telling myself, I'm like, you're going to feel better after you do this. You're going to be so proud of yourself that you actually got up and did this. So I sat here for a minute and I did my Zumba workout. Well, I did my Zumba workout for my workout this evening. But I sat here and I turned it on the TV and I hit pause right before it started. And I sat down and I looked at it and I said to myself, there's no better time to do it than right now. And that's what I did. I stood up and I did my 20-minute Zumba workout, the Express Workout DVD. So I got that done. And so my water intake, I'm going to push myself to drink a little bit more water this evening because I feel like I'm close to having enough, but I've always been told that if you think you've had enough water, drink more. So I'm going to keep pushing myself to do that. I drank a little over half of my tea today. I think I'm going to take maybe one more sip and then I'm done with it. So I didn't finish my tea today. And I didn't finish it yesterday either. You didn't see that note on my log, but I put it on there this morning and I didn't finish it. So my dinner consisted of some cheese pizza and these little pretzel bite things that had beer batter cheese in it. So I know it wasn't a healthy choice, but um, I, but it tasted great. I enjoyed being able to have it, and I stopped when I felt full. I didn't eat any more than I should have, so that was definitely a positive note. My weigh-in this morning was 309.6. I think maybe, I don't know if I told you that already. So not great, but it's not the end of the world, and I know that I can fix it. So I'm excited to see what tomorrow brings. And I'll post my food log on Instagram here in just a little bit. Like I said, I'm going to try to drink at least a little bit more water. And usually right before I go to bed, I always drink another 8 ounces of water. So if you don't see that on there, that's usually a typical thing that I do. I heard that it's really good to drink water right before you go to bed, to help your digestive system work a little bit faster. So yeah, so today it was a better day than yesterday. But I have a full understanding that I need to remain positive, even if something has not gone as the way I feel like it should. That I'm still making strides to help make better choices. So, any encouragement is very much appreciated. And I've got 2 really strong best friends behind me, who are, asking me how I'm doing and encouraging me every day. And when I feel down, they're right there to pick me up, along with my husband. He came home last night and he said, "Am I going to have to smack that attitude off of you?" In a funny way. And it kind of cheered me up and helped me to feel a little bit better. So, but yeah, I'm excited about tomorrow. So I will keep y'all updated. Bye, guys.